What's going on, guys? Back at it with another YouTube video, and on today's video I'm going to talk to you guys about how to start a business with no money. I'm talking $0, okay? So on this video I'm going to talk to you guys a lot about the mindset required to start a business with no money. And on top of that, I want to talk to you guys and just shed some values about really how you can do it, because that's something that I did. So when I started my business at 17, I didn't use any of my own money. I didn't really have any money, and I was able to find success doing it. So I want to share my journey with you guys a little bit and some real big action tips on how you guys can do so. But first things first, let's take care of some business. Number one, I am 100 or less subscribers away from the 1K mark. Those of you guys that have been waiting patiently on that giveaway, you guys know what's up. Keep helping me get to that 1,000 mark, promoting my channel, any of that good stuff. And always turn on post notifications so you guys can get video notifications. And make sure you guys subscribe, because subscribing tells me that you guys enjoy the free value that I give out. You guys like the content I'm dropping, and if you guys like the content that I'm dropping, then it's more reason for me to go out and push out content. Okay, so you guys want to know how to start a business with no money. Let me start by telling you my story, okay? So between the ages of 15 to 17, I was in high school, and I had my dad told me, go get a job, okay? So I went ahead, I went and got a job, and I worked, basic minimum wage jobs after school, less than 20 hours a week, doing random stuff, okay? Telemarketing, door-to-door sales, cleaning floors, coaching, tutoring, just pretty much anything that anyone would hire me to do at that age, okay? And quickly I realized that was my moment where I realized as I wanted to be an entrepreneur, right? Because these jobs were not for me, okay? I did not enjoy them. I did not like having to be told when to come, what to do, and how to do it. And I absolutely despised every part of it, okay? So what I ended up doing was I ended up quitting or getting fired from every single job. And finally it came to a point where I was like, man, I'm not employable. I need to become an entrepreneur, okay? So it was at that moment that I became an entrepreneur. But being 17 years old, being in high school, I didn't have money, okay? I didn't have money. I couldn't even legally open a PayPal account. There were so many things that were blocking me from doing this, right? And I didn't have the support from anyone, right? My parents told me it wasn't a good idea. My friends thought it was stupid. Everyone was against me, but I was so confident that I could make it as an entrepreneur that I said, okay, first things first, let me find a business that I can start that requires no money to begin, okay? So if you're trying to, start, let's say, a drop shipping business, or you're trying to start Amazon FBA or something that you know costs a lot of money, and you want to figure out how to do it with no money, it's not going to happen, guys. I'm going to be honest with you, okay? You have to be realistic, okay? If you know one day you want to run a drop shipping store or whatever it is, great. Set that as your milestone or set that as your goal. But don't make it where you need to do that right now, okay? Because there are business models that you could start right now that require absolutely no money, okay? If you guys start those business models right now that require no money, you guys can make profit, generate some money, and then eventually invest in that next business, which is exactly what I did when I became an entrepreneur. So let me share my story with you guys and drop some more value on really how you can start businesses and some ideas for businesses that you guys can do with no money, okay? So first things first, right? So I was 17 years old and I was like, man, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? So this was around like 2009, 2010. So obviously, websites, social media, all that stuff was still brand new and it was really popular, right? So at that age, I decided, okay, you know what? I want to start social media and web agency, right? So I want to make websites for people, help manage people's social media, etc. Because at that age, I understood all that stuff at 17, and I thought I could do a good job, and it seemed simple enough, okay? So I started going door to door, picking up the yellow pages and calling every single company on those books. And I would just call them. I would pull up their website first. And if their website was not very good, I would be like, hey, check it out. I don't think your website's too nice, or I'm not digging your website, whatever it is. It's 2010, 2009, 2010. If you don't have a good website, the chance of you going out of business are X percentage, right? I researched the statistics, whatever it was. And I told them, how about I give you a facelift on your website, right? Like, how about you trust me to rebuild your website, right? So kept on calling, kept on knocking on doors, doing all this stuff, and I just kept being dealt with a lot of no's, right? Probably went through like a couple hundred no's before the first person ever came to me and was like, okay, cool, I'm down to do it. But check this out, guys. I had no upfront expenses, okay? That's the crazy thing. All I needed was a cell phone. I picked up my cell phone, I called people, I had unlimited minutes. I was good, okay? So there was no issues, nothing of that sort when it came to starting my own business with no money. All I needed was the ability to hustle and to put in the work and the effort to successfully go out and get clients, okay? So if you look for client-based businesses where you don't need anything, you can start a business with no money. And from there, I ended up growing that business to over 20 plus employees in 2 years. and selling it for a profit. And it all began with me starting with $0 in my pocket. So no upfront investment, no nothing. It was just me hustling and grinding and doing all the things necessary from a work and effort standpoint. So I gave up my time, but I didn't have money, and it was okay to not have money and to build a successful business. So even today, when people ask me, because it's a super common question, right? I see it all the time. Can I start a business with no money? Can I start a business with no money? Guys, 100%, you can absolutely start a business with no money, okay? I was selling websites and I didn't even have a website of my own, okay? As long as you hustle and you convince somebody that, hey, I'll do a great job. It's not like my first website paid me a lot of money. They paid me $500, okay? But the $500 that they were willing to pay me for for that first website was everything I needed, because now I could create an LLC and I could pay somebody else to build my own website, right? So that's all it was. So you gotta create stepping stones, okay? So if you think you need a website for your business, okay, go build it yourself. If you don't know how to build it, find a way to sell something, a service, a product, whatever it is for your business, without having any upfront cost. And there's a ton of different things that you guys can do. So first things first, I want to tell you guys that you guys got to slowly graduate through the process, right? From there, once I built my first company, I sold my first company, I took a bunch of that money and I invested in a tech company, right? To build a tech company, right? I invested in patents and all this kind of stuff. But at 17, there was no way that I could have done that, guys, okay? Because I had no money. It was physically impossible. So you guys have to tier up and go through the steps and through the ladder process in order to really be successful. So that's very, very important that you guys do that, okay? Now, biggest thing that I want to tell you guys is, what are some businesses that you guys can start right now with no money? I got some ideas for you guys. First things first, a web agency or social media agency. That's social media agency, something that I teach in my actual academy. I've got my top student doing over $6,000 a month. He's 17 years old and he started the entire program like 2 or 3 months ago. Absolutely crushing it. Literally had no investment. He said the only money he spent was literally on gas to go to his client's office, and that's it, okay? So if you guys can't come up with $20, obviously, you know, that's whatever it costs for gas, whatever it is, super important, but that's a great business model that you guys can start, okay? Another thing you guys can do is you guys can sell products for somebody else. So affiliate marketing, okay? If you see a product or something that's really good and they've got all the infrastructure for it and all the material for it, there's no upfront cost to you, as long as it's not like some pyramid scheme or network marketing type of thing. It's a great product or great place to start, right? You literally just take that information or their product, you push it to other people, and if you sell it, you get paid from them, and that's a great, easy way to start. So there's a ton of business models like this that you guys can do. And if you guys have an ego or you guys don't want to start a business like this, you guys, you know, really have your heart set on starting like drop shipping or Amazon FBA or something that costs $1,000, put your ego aside and go get a job, okay? Go get a job, go save $1,000, and then you can start a business, okay? But if you're looking to start a business with no money, there's a ton of different things you can do. You guys can go on places like Upwork or Freelancer and offer basic services, okay? Like copywriting or video production or whatever skill set that you have. You can literally go on there, make websites, whatever it is, and you guys can pick up clients with literally no money. So I don't want to hear this excuse anymore of people saying that they cannot start a business with no money. I hope this helped you guys. Feel free, as always, to drop any questions, comments, concerns down below. Please make sure you guys subscribe and turn on video notifications, as I'm trying my best to drop as many videos as I can with value bombs just like this one. Thanks so much, guys. I'll catch you guys on the next video.